welcome back to another episode of Tea-nage Wasteland. It's been a while since the last one, so we are overdue for one. I am so excited to finally have my hands on a box of this because I have wanted it for the longest time and have never been able to find the dang thing. And Safeway finally had it. So I pounced on it the second I saw it because I was like, who knows if they will have it again. I'm getting it today. It is the Bigelow Perfect Peach. Given what a disappointment the Celestial Seasonings Country Peach Passion one was, given the Tazo, what was it? Was it peach or was it apricot? Whatever that one was, that was a disappointment. I am hoping like hell this will be the redeeming one that'll be just amazing and blow all the others out of the water. And be my favorite peachy one, because you know I adore peach things, so I'm really hoping. Just like a freshly baked peach pie, but in a teacup. See, to me, that sounds amazing. And it's caffeine-free, which is good, because it's like 9 at night right now, so that'd be kind of stupid of me to be drinking caffeine at this hour. But yeah, herbal teas by their nature are caffeine-free, since they're technically an infusion, not a true tea, so the more you know. So here it is. Cute little color combo. Makes me think of mac and cheese, though, because of that shade of orange. Oh, goodness. So we've got rose hips hibiscus. Ooh, could be bitter. Peaches, natural and artificial peach flavor, soy lecithin, spices, orange peel, lemon peel, apples, ooh, strawberry leaves, and roasted chicory. I am really down for this. Let's have a sniff and see how it is before I get it steeping in the water, which I realize the irony, I'm making tea in a cup that says coffee all over it. Because logic. Ooh, what am I smelling? This is interesting to me. There's a lot going on there. I'm like, what all is going on here? There's so much of it that my brain's just like, all the synapses are firing at like 1,000,000 miles a second, and yet at the same time won't connect enough to be like, it smells like any given thing. There's definitely peach in there. I'm not sure if the chicory is what I'm smelling. I think I get some of the hibiscus. I feel like I get some of the apple. I'm not really getting either of the citruses. The rose hips I think I smell. Maybe the other thing I'm smelling is the strawberry leaves, but I'm not positive if that's what it is or not. I just know there's something else there that it seems familiar, but at the same time I can't put my finger on what it is, so maybe that's it. But anyway, let's get it steeping. Get this show on the road. See how it changes. Unfortunately, since this is like a dark interiored mug, I won't be able to see the color of the tea itself, which bums me out, because I think it's going to be a vibrant color because the hibiscus got a pretty strong feeling about that, and even just kind of examining how the tea bag itself looks as I'm steeping it tells me it's probably pinky, but it's impossible to see for sure in a mug this dark. But as I'm steeping it, let's have a sniff in here. Oh, oh boy, okay. There's all that peachiness, okay. It was very subtle, just in the tea bag dry, but now that it's steeping, oh my god, so much of it is releasing fragrantly, and it's just so lovely. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's apricot in there too, though, and yes, there is a difference between peach and apricot. Those of you who've had both know exactly what I'm talking about. Those that have just had one or the other probably just assume they're the same. They are not the same. They are not the same at all. They are distinctly different fruits. So, and they do have different scents. They're similar, I will give you that, but there is a difference. I can tell. And my grandpa had both types of trees in his orchard. my whole childhood, so I'm like, trust me, they're different, okay? Okay. We have established that. But yeah, it needs to steep, but oh my god, that smells so good. I just want to drink it right now. The fact that I'm smelling more peach than anything makes me very, very happy. And hopefully that's gonna come through in the flavor, because if it doesn't, I may cry after all this. Oh, but if it's good, then the name of Perfect Peach would indeed be quite perfect. Let's see here. Oh, are all the stories different on the tops? I'm gonna read you the one that's here. Son, don't tell your mother. Back in 1945, when the Bigelow Tea Company first started, Ruth Bigelow and the family could only afford a single color label for her tea. To help spruce up the package, David Jr. and David Sr. would sit together each night, hand-painting the two ladies on the original label. Each morning, they would put the tea into the family station wagon and sell it store by store. One night, David Sr. turned to David Jr. and said, "Son, don't tell your mother, but I don't think this company is ever going anywhere." Almost 70 years later, David Jr. still smiles at the memory and is grateful that his father was mistaken. Today, Bigelow Tea is the specialty tea leader in the U.S. Those hand-painted labels must have been pretty darn effective. Yeah, I think they are different stories on each of them. Dang, now I wish I'd been paying more attention to the others. Because I know for a fact that's a different one than one I've read you guys before off of these. Okay. Perfect Peach. We're proud of our recipe. To blend our perfect peach tea, we use ingredients just like those in freshly baked peach pie. Luscious peaches sprinkled with just the right amount of spice. One taste will keep you coming back for more. Yummy. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? I feel like this one, out of any of them, would make an amazing iced tea, by the way. Okay, so with Bigelow, I love showing you guys the barcodes because they're shaped like whatever the flavor is. There's a little peach on this one. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. It's adorable. Like, you have to admit, that's pretty stinking cute. Okay, one more sniff and then we're gonna finally taste this. Okay, it still smells about the same. I don't think it really changed any, but oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Come on, tea, don't let me down. Ooh, that hibiscus is bitter. The aftertaste is very peachy, though. So that's good. That is already a point above all the other ones that I've tried that have supposed to have been peachy, that I was like, that's not peach. Don't know who you're kidding, but that's not peach. This, okay. I feel like if I sweeten it up, which I don't want to make another trip downstairs, so it's not happening, but if I sweeten it up, it would probably be like absolute perfection. But even without that, I'm trying to just like ignore the bitterness of the hibiscus because it's not overpowering. It's not like the Celestial Seasoning zingers or anything. It's not that strong. I can live with it. Because those, if I don't sweeten them, you've seen me like literally gag. So those require it. But this is just, it's a little bit of a tangy bite. But sometimes peaches, like if they're not all the way ripe, kind of have a bite like that too. So I feel like it does kind of help it capture a peachy essence on multiple levels, which is kind of cool. And yes, I'm kind of swishing it all over my tongue, getting the different flavors, the different points and stuff. That is really good, though. But dang it, I really want to know what it tastes like sweetened! But this, so far, does seem to be a much truer peach than any other tea that I've tried. At least of hot teas. Iced teas, obviously, I've had really good peach teas before, but where hot teas are concerned, I think this is the first good one I've had, so yay! This one will probably be a repurchase then, because when I find one I like, I buy it to death until I either burn out on it, or until they stop making it, or I just keep buying it indefinitely, because that's what I do, because I'm a creature of habit. Anyway, oh my goodness. That is so freaking good. I'm so glad it didn't disappoint me. Oh my goodness. It just... Initially, I just tasted the peach on the aftertaste, but the more that I keep sipping it, I'm getting it like the whole way through. So I think it was just the initial shock of the hibiscus throwing me for a little bit of a loop, but now that I know it's coming on each sip and kind of look past it, it's like, okay, now I'm tasting the peach all the way through, so yay. That makes me so freaking happy. Like, you have no idea. Although, like I said, I do wish it were a little bit sweeter, but that can be fixed. And for people who don't want it sweet, I see why they don't make it just naturally sweeter as is, because you can't take it away once it's in there, but you can always add it to it. So there is that. But I also just personally like teas that are naturally sweet enough not to need it. But this, I can definitely live with it without having to sweeten it. I just feel like it would be absolute perfection if it were a little bit sweeter. So with that in mind, I'm gonna probably rate this 4 out of 5, but if it were sweetened, I think I would give it that 5, so take this with a grain of salt. For what it's worth, that I haven't tried it sweetened yet, but I'm pretty darn certain sweetened this would be a 5. Without it, it's a 4, but it's still really good. And I still definitely recommend it, because like I said, you can always sweeten it if you're like me and you want it, but you can't take it away once it's in there. So, I mean, it's good for everyone, and whether you like bitter teas or sweet teas, it can accommodate everyone. Whereas once they're just naturally sweet, you're kinda hosed if you're not into that. So, again, I see why they do it. I understand, though. And I also feel like some of the spices are coming through in the aftertaste as well, for whatever that's worth. So it is a very interesting blend. I'm not sure where the strawberry leaves come in this, but that's the other things, at least on some level, at some point in there, I feel like I can pick them out, but I'm not sure about those strawberry leaves. Unless if the thing that I thought was chicory is actually that, and maybe I just don't know what the hell chicory is. I don't know. But regardless, all the other things in the ingredients list, I feel like I can pick out distinctly in there when paying attention for them. So that's good, because most teas, like, there's like a ton of things in them, and it says it in the ingredients, and then you taste it and you find yourself looking for each of those things, or maybe that's just me, and you find like maybe half of them, maybe even 2/3 of them, but the odds of finding all of them are not so great. But this one, it's like all except 1 or 2, so I think that's pretty darn good. But yeah, so like I said, 4 out of 5 rating, possible 5 when sweetened. So that is all I have to say for this one. So as usual, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Have any of you guys ever tried this one? What did you guys think of it? Let me know down below, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me. Make sure you're following my social media accounts. They're all listed down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, which helps so much, you don't even know, the donation link, as always, is in the description. So anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.